folks. As the higher we get up, you see where History Channel was made at, right here in Louisiana swamps. You tell them if this place look familiar to you, right here in the Louisiana swamps. Take a look here, folks, to the right and left. This is where the swamp people was made at. Don't that water look familiar when those guys take those boats and go catch those alligators? Look at it, folks. You're looking at it in real life, right here in Louisiana. That's where the History Channel was filmed at, right there. When those guys go through those boats, shoot them, catch the alligator. You're looking at it right there, to the right. All right.
All these canals back here, they all man-made. He dug them to float cypress trees out. 2 6-footers.
No. Oh, wow.
That one right there looks, the way they tell the length of an alligator just by looking at it, from the tip of his nose to where his eyes start on his snoot, at the bottom of his eyes. So how many inches that is, that's how many feet he is. So what y'all say, that was around at least 10 feet, huh? Like that's crazy. Well, you can only see part of his head, the rest of it's in the water all the way. You see an alligator like that? Anywhere from 400 to 500 pounds.
Wow.
Today y'all picked a good day, I'll tell you what. Yesterday they had a couple out, but we already seen a couple right here in this one spot. So don't ever leave your boat if you break down. Because once you start walking. This one right here they call, well that might not be one. They got one right around this area they call Big Mama. Only because some of the captains will try kissing her and stuff like that and they don't want to name it a guy's name. So, looks like Big Mama might come eat some marshmallows. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things real quick. Watch his eyes. He's got 2 eyelids. You see the clear one?
Yeah.
That's for underwater swimming. It's clear. His nose is right here. He's got it closed right now. They can close everything. They got ears right here behind their eyes. These little slits right there. All of these little dots right here are all sensors. That's how when I slap the marshmallow in the water, he goes right for it. Because they can't see. Boom. In front of them like that. If you come from the side, they'll bite you or whatever.
That's so cool.
So be in front of an alligator,
See
not
how
to the
fat
side.
he is? Just been eating a lot of crawfish. Now when you eat alligator, you eat the tail and the hind legs only.
Alright.
They make the boots out of the belly. Jackets and stuff they make out of the side stuff, but of course they use bigger alligators.
What's his name?
Back scratches. No name. I don't really know. Because I always let them go. Once they about 3 feet long, I let them go anyway.
Oh.
So I don't want to get attached. imagine he's got to be at least 10 feet.
Wow.
Come on, big boy. He just wants his picture taken.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
wow.
amazing. Man, he can tear your leg.
Oh, he's so I have chills.
So I just hopped off the airboat tour thing. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I forgot that I was scared of boats, however. So the first little while was a little bit scary. But yeah, we just saw alligator after alligator after alligator. Although it was probably a bad thing, but my first thought was, oh, they're so little. I don't know, I guess I'm so used to seeing huge crocodiles that because I see them all the time in the wild in Australia, no, just at zoos and stuff, but I don't know, I was like, oh, they're little, but we saw a couple of big ones and I was like, okay, much better. But yeah, so I'm really glad I did that. It was a great experience. But rest of my day, I have to hop on that bus. I'm going to see what more of New Orleans I can see. I don't really need to hop or leave the city until about 5. So I've got pretty much the whole day ahead of me. But yeah, it'll be good fun. Well, today has been a day of conversion for me. I quite like New Orleans, which is a shame because I'm leaving at 5. I just obviously should have gotten down here and explored a bit earlier, but I think I really needed the couple of days of rest that I had here. But I'm down in, I don't even know where we are, central French Quarter, I guess, whereas the hotel's on like the outskirts. So behind me is this beautiful cathedral. Apparently it's the oldest in the United States, I think. I don't know. I'm not great with all this history stuff, but I'm just in this beautiful square and there's cute shops and cafes, and I have to go to find some food, and there's a fried dough thing that everyone keeps telling me that I have to eat while I'm in New Orleans, so we'll do that. I'm just going to keep exploring for a while. I think it's beautiful out here. Get some footage of the beautiful houses and the churches and the square and all that kind of stuff. What I really need is a bathroom, so we need to go find one of them. Over on the other side of that is the Mississippi River. I don't know, it was really weird. I was like,
I'm not paying $20.
I was better than this! I can't.
Dude, I'm not paying $20 for you to tell me something. You just look at where?
So I'm down on the, what they call the moonwalk, which is on the banks of the Mississippi River. Behind me is the French Quarter and everywhere that I was exploring before. I've just been waiting in line for ages and ages and ages at a place called Cafe du Monde. Yeah, they are well known for their beignets, I think they're called. They're these little powdered bits of fried dough. Oh, there's an ant going to eat them. I haven't had one yet because I just haven't gotten there. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and eat them and hopefully they're good. I waited a very long time to get them. But just sitting here watching the view. There's a big steamboat going past. It made a big noise before. Apparently it's something historic. There's a bridge in the city. And back over there is where I was. That's the big cathedral. I think I like New Orleans, which is probably a little bit late now to decide that as I'm leaving tonight. But this area is definitely much nicer than up near Bourbon Street. I think down here I could get used to, but the sad thing is I've just realised that I've lost my Magic Sky hoodie somewhere. I took it off while walking the streets and tied it onto my handbag and it's fallen off somewhere, which just makes me much sadder to lose a hoodie than I really should be. I don't know, I guess it's travelled, you know, from Colorado to Australia and then Australia back to America with me, and it's just a little bit sad to lose it. It probably needed to be replaced anyway, but still very sad. Just to like fill you in on what happened yesterday, because I didn't make you a video yesterday either, as I spent another day doing a lot of nothing. I ended up back down at Hard Rock Cafe for lunch and I ate a salad and ended up drinking beer and watching ice hockey with the bartender. It was quite fun actually, but ice hockey games just kind of go on and on and on, and some dude came in and asked to turn it to golf, and both the bartender and I were like, no, we're watching the ice hockey, but it was cool. So so I just went back to the hotel room and I sat down and I watched Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 because they were on one after the other on the TV, so that's really all I did. Here's an interesting fact for you though that I didn't realise until I was told today. New Orleans' population is only a little bit bigger than Canberra. It's like, I think they were saying it was like 400,000, but that just astounds me. I always thought it was a much bigger city than that. But yeah, so really the plan for the rest of the day is now just to eat my beignet and drink my water and walk down over that way somewhere is a place called the French Market, I think. I don't really know anything about any of these places. So this is the French Market. It's pretty cute. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully we'll find something. So it's about, I think 1:30, 1:45 a.m. I've spent hours travelling. Up to on my first flight from New Orleans to Atlanta at about 6:30, and then I flew to Atlanta, and then I have gone from Atlanta to Orlando, and so we landed at about 11:30, and I've just taken a crazy cab drive. The hotel I'm staying at is a little bit obscure. It's not one of these well-known big Disney hotels or even any of the big brand names, but it's in amongst them all, so it's, in a not a bad location, and it seems clean enough, and it was $250 for 5 nights, so I'm not complaining. It's very colourful, but it has good enough reviews, but the problem was nobody knew it, so I stood in the airport with 5 taxi drivers around me while they all tried to just figure out where it was. Luckily I had my iPad. I pulled up a couple of maps, and there was a couple of debates about where exactly it was, and we headed off thinking that we knew where it was, and we found it. A $65 cab ride later, but when I was flying in at 11:30, 12, I didn't really have a lot of options. The shuttles don't particularly run that time, but yes, I'm exhausted. I'm looking at 2, I can see it in my eyes and I'm all red, but yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a while and figure out whether I'm going to go off to Disney or Universal Studios tomorrow, or figure out what I'm going to do and try and plan something, because apparently if I don't plan things I stay in bed all day. But yeah, then I'm going to go to sleep. What has happened is that my suitcase is way too full, so I've divided my suitcase between, well, my suitcase and my country road bag, and I've just thrown all my clothes in my country road bag because it's the easiest way to do it. Except it was raining at the airport, and someone has clearly dropped my country road bag in a puddle of water, and so everything in my bag is wet. Luckily threw my pajamas in my suitcase because they were the last thing I packed, but everything else is wet, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of washing tomorrow, which is gross. But we'll figure it out. And hopefully I'll have some dry clothes that I can wear tomorrow. Whatever, Trevor. I'll buy some if I have to. Anyway, good night, world.